Check this out. January 23rd, 14,000 fans in Madison Square Garden. It's going to air on Primetime Wrestling a week later. Arn and Tully are going to defeat Sean and Marty in 16-14 when Blanchard pinned Jannetty after Anderson swept Jannetty's foot during an attempted suplex and held the laces of his boot down during the cover. This is your Madison Square Garden debut. I hate to make this, more sappy than it needs to sound, but for a Rome, Georgia boy, wrestling in the Omni is your Madison Square Garden. But then actually getting to wrestle in Madison Square Garden has to be a whole nother level, right?
Nope.
Really? With all the famous Ali, Frazier, all that great history in that arena, it was just another show?
You don't get it. In my mind, the Omni was Madison Square Garden.
I got you.
It was just in a different geographical place.
Right.
That's where, because I never watched WWF TV because I didn't get it growing up, but I got the Superstation. And I got to see all of those incredible talents that passed through there. Rome, where I lived, about once every 6 weeks or so, would get a live event that I could go see, which was the same company I was watching on television. Mm-hmm. And that arena, the Omni, it was just like it was the Holy Grail. And when I went to New York, I was so shell-shocked just by trying to get a rent-a-car parked across the street 3 floors down on a parking deck. By the time I got in the business, my nerves were already, or in the building, my nerves was already shot. Now you got to go out and wrestle a match. And if you look at the back part of Madison Square Garden, it's pretty much a dump.
It is.
And it's like, but then you start to think about what you said, all the history, all the great teams, all the great matches, all the things that the boxing matches, every event that had happened. And it starts to, as you look around that arena, you start to get a feel for, hey, this place is something special. And, it's just, I was loyal to the Omni, which will always seem like the Holy Grail for me. But I get it where the Garden is concerned. But for anyone that has had to not take a cab or have a car service, anyone that has driven a rent-a-car from Newark to the Garden and parked across the street 3 floors down, so that if you're there till the end and you walk down and get in your car and you're trying to get out of that parking deck, thousands of people are walking down the parking deck as you're trying to go up it. And if you don't think I've had a few rent-a-cars beat up, windows knocked out, keyed up, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's a line of cars going up. It is one of the most frustrating, nauseating things you've ever went through. And I cannot stress it enough. Ask anybody that's been through it.
Well, that's disappointing. But I get it. I've been there. The security's another level these days too. They have remodeled it, so it's a little nicer, but
you took a limo though, right?
Yeah, I got dropped.
You weren't driving a rent-a-car. A different story getting dropped off at the awning by your car service. Whole different experience.
I like that you're low-key shitting on me. Let's keep that going. Here's one from Andrew. If things had worked out and you would have stayed in the WWF, who would you have wanted to wrestle that you didn't get the chance to?
Probably Mr. Perfect, which I never wrestled. How about Ted DiBiase Sr.?
Yeah, I can't believe you never wrestled him.
Nope. But what a hell of a performer. Gosh, those two come to mind right away. I think let's just go with those two.
Here's Josh White wants to know, let's say Tully were to have gotten injured and couldn't tag with you. Who would you have wanted to be your tag team partner as long as he couldn't wrestle? So the idea is they keep you in tags. You're going to have a run now without Tully. Who would it be?
Haku.
Oh, really?
And I'll tell you why, because when Tully turned in his notice and then he got popped, and sent home early in the middle of that 3-month notice, Haku became my partner to wrestle Demolition all around and finish our bookings.
Because Andre was hurting and moving slow, so you could just put you guys together.
And Buddy, he could go.
Okay.
Haku could go, man. He's a hell of a performer. And I love the man. He's got the kindest heart of anybody you'll ever meet. And what a great roommate. We healed rooms together, traveled together, went to the gym together, everything. And world-class gentleman.
November 15th, 1988, you're at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. It's sold out. 14,600 fans there. And it's a Superstars taping. You guys are going to go to a no contest with the Rockers. It airs in December, and then you guys continue the feud around all of the house shows. But the Cow Palace is a legendary wrestling building. Would you have been there with the NWA before, or was this your first time as far as you remember?
Yeah. Crockett ran that building. I don't remember the numbers. I don't think it was that good. I think that was a WWF town. And that just like we had our towns, the Greensboros, the Charlottes, the Atlantas, the Jacksonville, Floridas, all those towns that were pro NWA, Baltimore. WWF had a ton of them too, and their fans were loyal to that product. 14,000 people in the Cow Palace. That's pretty damn stout.
Yes, it is.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.